All right, y'all. This week has been so crazy. I have been so busy every single day, like the entire day, every single day. But I finally got home just a little bit early so I can finally share with you probably the most massive seed haul I have ever done. Over the weekend, I was at the Baker Creek Spring Planting Festival, and one of the things that they have at Baker Creek, at least during the Spring Planting Festival, is a seed auction. Well, it's an auction, but it's, you know, most of what they have are seeds, but they also auction off all kinds of other stuff. I had never partaken in said auction before, but this year I did. As you can see, these are seeds. And then, even after I went and purchased all of these massive amounts of seeds, I went to the seed store and bought more seeds. I'm gonna share them all with you. Okay, so this is kabocha squash seeds. I'm fairly confident. It even has a little SQ on it. Not all of them are marked. Some of them are, though. These are caraway seeds. This one's not totally full. Let me give you... Whew, it smells like caraway, that's for dang sure. It's this much caraway seeds. I'm not planning on actually using this as seeds. Caraway is one of the ingredients in a couple of my ferments, so I will most likely just be using that for that. Then we have some Illumination zinnia seeds. This is a feed bag size of zinnia seeds. This one is going to be gorilla planted. I'm basically just gonna make my field that I have in the back that was logged before we moved here. I'm probably just gonna go and throw it everywhere and kind of see what happens. I'm also gonna plant it in the garden, of course, but this whole thing is just one, I think Illumination is the brand of it, or the variety. And then these two bags right here are corn. I don't have the receipts on me, but I think I average between like $6 to $12 per bag. So I got all of these zinnia seeds for, I think it was like 10 bucks. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Anyways, I got these two bags. These are 50-pound bags of corn. And they said in the auction they're probably not viable for germination, but they would make really great chicken feed. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save those for the winter so that the chickens will have something to help keep themselves warm. And this here, it's about half a feed bag full, and it is Chinese mosaic long beans. The last one here, this is Napa cabbage seeds, specifically Nozaki Chinese cabbage. Germination rate of 99%. So the reason that they do these auctions, well, who benefits from the auctions that they have at Baker Creek? This is my understanding. I wasn't told this by somebody who works for Baker Creek, but I was told that this is kind of how the auction. It is definitely a charity, and I believe that the proceeds from the auction go to a charity that the chef in their restaurant kitchen is associated with. So it's, you know, it's all for charity. So that's good. And then I got this bag of, it's a mixture of fish peppers and pumpkin spice jalapeno peppers. So yeah, it's just a grab bag. And then this one is Savory Habanero. It's a lot of habanero. Let's see. And then I also got these two baskets here for $12 total. This thing is huge. I feel like this is not making it seem as big as it is, but it's huge. And then this one also, it's a neat little, it's just a little fold up basket. So I'm excited about those ones. Then, turns out I need to change my battery, and I will be right back and we will go through the actual seed haul from the Baker Creek store. One thing that I forgot to mention, my son actually was the one who got me interested in going to the auction. He went to the auction and he bought five 5-gallon pails of pelleted carrot seeds. He is now the proud owner of 2,500,000 carrot seeds. So I don't know what he's gonna do with them, but I'm gonna plant some of them in the fall. I'm not sure why he did that, but and I don't know if he is either, but he did it. So now, see, the thing that I like about going to these festivals, in addition to just going to these festivals, is that their seeds are discounted. So you can get like 2 for 1. And in the fall, I'm told, you can get 4 for the price of 1. So I did. I got a lot. Okay. So I know I really don't need seeds, but I am running very low on beans, and I went through a lot of tomatoes, and they had some pretty flowers. So I got some flowers because I emptied out probably at least 20, if not 30 packets of tomatoes. And I forgot to actually like pay attention to which ones I got, or to which ones I got rid of. So I just kind of picked all the tomatoes that I wanted. And now if I have doubles, I have doubles. So anyways, we got Nicotana Sensation Mix, Crimson Bender. I've never even seen this type of flower. So I got a few of them. And I got Bronze Queen. Plants require full sun, rich soil, and moderate, poisonous. These are poisonous. So if you got kids, don't get those. A serrano pepper, Thai red pepper. We love our peppers around here. And to prove it, I got 2 of them intentionally. Sugar Rush Peach. I knew I was out of the Sugar Rush Peach, so I had to get those. And these ones obviously are going to be for next year, but you know, it's good to have them. Some Tabasco pepper. I knew I had run out of that one. And oh my gosh, Orange Wonder Snapdragon. How gorgeous are those? Oriental Lanterns Snapdragon. Sorry, the lighting in here is a little weird. It's just like there's not a good time to film right now, just with the time of year, so I'm not gonna stress about it. Tam Jalapeno. I've never seen that variety. A Black Beauty Zucchini, because you can't really go wrong with that. Now we're getting into the tomatoes. God. I've never seen this one. At least I don't remember seeing this one. A Dad's Sunset. Paul Robeson, because you can't go wrong with that. Same thing with a Cherokee Purple. And I'm pretty sure I was out of the carbon. And some Tomatillos. Got the Rio Grande Verde tomato. Or tomatillo. A purple tomatillo. Pretty sure I ran out of those ones. If I don't, I'll have more for next time. An Amarilla tomatillo. German Pink. Brown Sugar. Black Beauty. Black Cherry. Probably one of my absolute favorite black cherries. Or favorite cherry tomatoes. Ozark Pink, because hello, I'm in the Ozarks. Pineapple Tomato. A Woolly Kate Yellow. A couple of these I have just never seen before. I've never seen this one. How gorgeous is that? An Alice's Dream. And Anise Noir. I have these. I'm pretty sure I used the last of those seeds. An Apricot Zebra. Berkeley Tie-Dye Green and Pink. I like these ones. And I'm pretty sure I ran out. A Big Rainbow. Blue Cream Tomato. A Orange Jazz. Indigo Blue Chocolate. And my free seed was a little pack of lettuce. And I got some beans because I knew I was running low on beans. We're almost through here. Calama beans. Red Swan Bush Bean. Purple TP. How pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Odeon Bush Beans. Cantor. Cantor? I don't know. And then some Double Sunset Gaillardia. I am always on a quest for a non-orange marigold. So a Kilimanjaro white marigold. And I got some orange ones too. Orange Flame Marigold. I'm running very low on marigold seeds, so I had to pick some up. An Orange Hawaii Marigold. And Craig's Grande Jalapeno. And I think that is going to just about do it for the seed haul portion of this video. And now, because I have a moment to get caught up on life and on the homestead, I'm gonna go ahead and go outside, and we're gonna check on our tomato starts and give them a little bit of water. Oddly enough, even with all of those seeds that I just purchased, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do this year as far as the garden goes, but I think the chances of me doing a moderate garden are much higher than they used to be. Where's my hose? Basically, I've just kind of come to the sort of conclusion that I just don't have the time to do it. And I'm just kind of setting myself up for disappointment and failure if I do end up doing some big massive garden that in reality, I feel like I don't have the ability to keep up with it. I mean, really, I can barely even keep up with watering my starts. Like, it doesn't seem like a smart thing for me to do. What? No, you don't, sir. I'm still gonna have a garden. I'm still gonna have, you know, probably a larger garden than most people are able to do, but it's not gonna be a behemoth garden. Stop. And thankfully we have been able, Robert and I have been able to get a lot done. Well, Robert, Malachi, and me, all of us have been able to get quite a bit done. I'll show you that here in just a minute, but I really gotta water these. They're starting to get a little peaked. Got them watered. The last time I watered these was the last time I watered with you. Probably at least 2 weeks ago, I would say. So I'm still gonna have like a good sized garden, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna be planting a lot of stuff because really I wanna do a lot of experimentation with. That is the swamp juice that we made together, and I've got that fermented chicken bedding in there with the chicken poop in there. And I really want to experiment so that I can kind of get a good idea of how fermentation helps in the garden. This last weekend, Robert and I were able to get all of the trellises rehung. We took them down so that we could weed these beds. You can see the weeding did not hold. It did not take, we're gonna have to do it again, but they're still in a small enough stage that I feel like the propane torch that we have will do really well in kind of singeing everything and kind of killing it off. So that's the plan. We just don't have any propane. So I'm gonna pick up some propane while I'm at the market tomorrow. And then I have Friday and Saturday and technically Sunday and Monday where I can get stuff done in the garden. So hopefully we'll be getting all of those tomato starts planted. Robert has Friday and Saturday off as well. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of tag team and get a bunch of this planted. So this whole area is definitely gonna be planted. These beds here that we had okra going in, can't even tell where the beds are. They have not been weeded yet. My son was able to get, I think I mentioned it in the previous video, but just in case I didn't, he used his hours to weed the last 4 of those beds. Still have a bunch of stuff that we got to get done. Look at these comfrey. They're flowering, they're going to seed. They're doing fantastic things. I'm really excited about the comfrey because I didn't know if I was doing it right. And literally all I did was I cut off like 2-inch chunks of the root, planted them, and they just took off like crazy. This thing over here, this is like gonna be like a bean or a melon tunnel or something like that. And that's, you know, that'll get weeded and I'll plant that. This area here, I'm not sure how much of this I'm actually gonna plant. I may end up just having it be another version of Squashlandia like I had last year, but just with better soil. We'll see. I'm not completely opposed to most options, but I'm trying to be more realistic with myself because I don't want to just plant a bunch of stuff to stress myself out that I can't do anything with it, with the fermentation in the markets and all that kind of stuff. So this one over here though, I really do need to uncover it and see what is underneath all of this. Let's find out together. Oh my gosh, we have so much weeds. Holy crap on a cracker. I thought I had big giant cabbages, but I just have big giant weeds. This guy is crawling with bugs. I need it. So I'm fairly confident in saying that these beds are beyond help. I'm gonna come through and probably just pull a bunch of the weeds just by hand. But this here is an absolute illustration of hold please. There's a bunch of little cabbage worm moths in here, but I want to show you something really cool. So here is no mulch. I feel like it looks like there's more weeds than there is. But this front row is a moderate amount of mulch and the back row is a pretty good amount of mulch. So learn your lesson, future Anna. Mulch your garden beds because it's planted the same time, weeded the same day. This versus that jungle. I totally thought, until I took that cover off, I haven't looked at them for a long time, I totally thought that that I had really big cabbages. I mean, I do. There's some pretty good sized cabbages in there. But, yeah. Mulch. And I should note, time is not the only reason that I decided to kind of pull back on the garden some. It's also because we got rid of the pigs. So that was kind of one of my reasons for growing such a massive garden, was to feed the pigs. We don't have them anymore, and we will not be getting them back anytime soon. And I'm predominantly carnivore. I basically eat meat and fermented veggies and fermented dairy. I eat meat and fermented stuff. And my husband, you know, he likes the tomatoes and the onions and potatoes and sweet potatoes, which he's growing. He's growing the potatoes, sweet potatoes. He can only eat so much, and he will only eat so much. So like, what's the point in growing this massive, massive garden to cause extra stress? Let's see if they'll eat these. Come on, where's your instinct? He got one. He gets it. That took them a couple minutes, but they finally got the hang of it, and they were starting to, I don't know if you could tell, but they were starting to like fight over it, and each one was grabbing it from the other one, and they were running all over. Time for bed, you guys. Come on. Time for bed. Gotta make sure I got them all. See, this one always hangs out right here. I think it's because the ladies are locked up over here. Come on, dude. And he must be the most randy of them. We finally had to lock all of our hens up because the drakes were just, they were destroying them. A friend of ours who has alpha gal, she has a bunch of ducks of her own, and I offered her them for meat or for breeding, whatever she wanted to do with them, but she asked me to hang on to them for a bit longer. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop the population down to 2 drakes. Once we drop it down to 2 drakes, and we kind of let them become reacquainted with each other, hopefully it'll still be breeding season, and then we can get a new population of ducks. But I'd really like to get some runner ducks, like some khaki Campbells or something, just because they eat less. And we had those birds with the intention to eat them, but we never actually did. So I don't know if having meat ducks is our thing. Maybe it will be, since we don't have pigs anymore. We'll kind of see how that goes. But in the meantime, I gotta finish locking up all the birds so I can get inside and start editing this video. So hopefully you guys can see it tomorrow. If you guys want to see what we did last time, be sure to check out this video right here. That'll answer all your questions, and peace out, sauerkraut.